What's up, guys? HowToTruckDriver101.com. It's a little bit hot in here, so I'm a little sweaty. Just trying to wait on something, so I figured I'd cut the truck off for a minute and talk to you guys. So, basically what I want to talk about today is cell phones. When you in Canada, it can be very expensive on your cell phone. Also, international plans, they're okay, but they're also pretty expensive. You need to be completely focused on how much it's going to cost you when you get out there on the road. Now, if you go to Canada regularly, you should get a cell phone in Canada, one of those cheap ones or minute phones that cost you $20 a month. Believe me, it'll save you a lot of money if you go regularly. Now, I can tell you right now, the biggest bill I ever got is $1,500, and that was just straight talking to people, and that was maybe for 2 or 3 days. You're paying about $1 something a minute. It's very, very expensive. The data over here, if you got an iPhone, I would shut it off. I shut my phone off. Let me put it to you this way. I have a basic phone with GPS on it. I use my GPS over here one time. At the end of the month, my data charge for that month was $65. Even if you have unlimited data, supposedly, it still can run you a lot because it's international data. That's just like extremely important when you come over here. So you got to factor that in your expenses. Think about it. How much is it going to cost you? Faxing over here is also expensive. It can run you sometimes. Some places try to charge you $1 a page. Some places charge you $10 minimum of so many pages. The place I go to at exit 14 is usually for 10 pages. It normally charges me about $7. That's not too bad. Your company should reimburse you, so make sure you keep your receipts when you over here. Also, remember, there are certain fruits and vegetables and stuff that cannot come over here. You need to empty your truck of all that stuff. I come over here with no fruits, vegetables, or any of that stuff. You know, they have truck stops over here. They have Flying J's. They got what's called the fifth wheel over here. They got TA. And it's, you know, all that stuff is here. So there's no need to bring a lot of stuff. 9 times out of 10, you just come in here to pick up usually, and then you go back. Try to make sure you find out what you can't bring so you don't get caught up in customs. Last thing I want to talk on is paperwork over here. You got to be serious about it. You cannot play with your paperwork. If you do not focus on making sure your paperwork has every single thing that you need, then you're going to end up getting screwed. You got to have the manifest, you got to have the price of the item, all that stuff to get processed through customs when you go to your broker. Now, your broker is at the border, or sometimes your shipper may, your company may want you to fax it to them so they can look at everything, make sure it's okay, and then they'll fax it to the broker. But bottom line, regardless of who does it, it always starts with you. And if you forget one thing, you might have to go 100 miles out of the way back to wherever you were to get that one item. That's how important that item is. Sometimes they can fax it to you, but sometimes you got to go back for it. Depends on the company that you're going to pick up for. Also, wait till your paperwork is processed. If you go early, there are big, huge fines for it. It's not worth it. Wait till your paperwork is processed properly over the phone. Don't go to sit at the border and think things are going to move faster for you. These people are doing the best they can. You cannot rush them. You got to be patient. All right, guys, that's the quick cover I'm going to do with that. And if I think of some other stuff, I'll put another video up. If you're interested in jobs, click down below in the description. Go to the blog. You got jobs listed there. All right, guys, that's HowToTruckDriver101.com. I'll be doing a podcast soon. See ya.